Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing and first impressions of the Tactile Knife Co. Rockwall, and this is the brand new Thumbstud version. But first, please follow me at Knife Standards. You can follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews. All right, cool. Let's get this out of the way. So here it is. Now this just came out a few days ago. I actually got a chance to handle the Thumbstud version of the Rockwall at Blade Show a few weeks back, and they just came out with a batch of these. Not exactly sure how many of them there were, but the Thumbstud is much more my style. They also have a flipper version. That was the first version of the Rockwall, and the Rockwall is the first knife from Tactile Knife Co. If you know Tactile Turn, then you know Tactile Knife Co. Tactile Turn makes awesome pens. I have one, I think it's downstairs. I have the seasonal release. Videos coming soon on that. Not this, I think this one is the Stealth, and that's bolt action. The pen, I mean, from Tactile Turn, and the last seasonal release was the Nautilus. So I have that one. My favorite pen right now, really just amazingly, well-machined piece of titanium. Great pen. Anyway, but let's go ahead and stick to the knife from Tactile Knife Co. Here is the box, pretty simple. I guess this is their little mini logo. Proudly designed, machined, and assembled in Texas. Tactile Knife Co. Cool. This came in just some like green bubble wrap, so nothing too fancy. Let's get it unboxed and see what it's all about. All right, cool. So this is just the paper sleeve. Get that out of the way. And now we have, all right. Damn, looks great. Let's see, little COA card, Rockwall, Thumbstud, scales titanium, blade 20 CV, hardness, mystery hardness, okay, cool. Assembled by somebody, and then the date is a little, I guess 11/2/20. It was assembled last year. I don't know about that, but anyway, here you go. Tactile Knife Company. Proudly made in the USA, so I guess those are the guys that are behind. I know Will is the boss, so I think he's the guy that started Tactile. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and get into the knife, because I know you guys are going to be commenting, you talked for 3 minutes and you didn't even flip open the knife. Get together, Knife Standards. So, okay, here, I'm flipping the knife for everybody. So, it's just in this kind of styrofoam foam packing, or foam case or whatever. Put that to the side. Now, let's take a look. Wow. So, when I felt the one at Blade Show, it actually felt a little bit differently. Obviously, that was the prototype, and I think the prototype was in Magna Cut. This is in 20 CV. Let's take a look at centering. Yeah, pretty damn good. Check out the milling. Wow. Really stunning, amazing. Amazing texture, but I kind of expected that because of the milling pattern that they put on all of their pens. That's on my my side click Nautilus. Of course, it's I should really I'll go get that for the full review so I can compare and contrast and whatever. But the milling pattern on the pens that they make, at least on my Nautilus, it's really, really thin, kind of fine milling, fine lines. This is a little bit thicker, which I think is a good thing because you want some grip. This is titanium scales on both sides. It is a Thumbstud. It is also a nested liner lock. I'll go ahead and flick this guy open. Let's see how the action is. Wow, it's really good, really snappy. This actually feels much better than the prototype that I handled at Blade Show. Really great, wow. Got kind of a stonewash on the blade, nested liner lock, which I have really grown to love. I'm kind of a liner lock snob now because I have a few nested liner locks, and if you don't know what that means, it's just this inset liner. So the liner's there, but it only sticks out. You only see it in this little cutout. You don't, with a normal liner lock. Let's see, like my Sakshi, you can kind of see it go all the way down the liner from the bottom of the knife to the top, whereas the inset liner is just this cutout. So I'll go ahead and get rid of this knife. Not get rid of it, but put it to the side. And let's go. Wow, lockup, great. To me, that's just about perfect lockup, like 25%. Let's go ahead and see close action. So this is on bearings. It's not like a drop shut knife, but again, I don't expect it to be. Thumbstud action is really, really snappy. Great acoustics, great sound. You do have a deep carry pocket clip. Actually really cool pocket clip. I'm looking forward to seeing how that carries. See on the blade, CPM 20 CV. Now there is a flipper version, or the first version of this knife was a flipper, but it just didn't do it for me. I'm kind of overwhelmed with flippers right now. I have too many, and they're all really outstanding flippers. So I feel like anything that I get right now is not going to measure up to my other flippers. I'm talking like, Koenig Arius and Hold Haptic and a couple other cool things that I have yet to post the videos for. But I didn't want another flipper, especially a, obviously well machined, but another plain titanium flipper. So this, on the other hand, there's no flipper tab. This is super smooth and sleek. This is really a gentleman's carry. I mean, this is a gentleman's knife. And my definition of that is just kind of, it's not intimidating, it's sleek, it's thin, it kind of disappears in your pocket, or I'm hoping that it will disappear in my pocket with this deep carry clip. Pretty slim. I mean, it is light. I wonder if there's any milling on the inside. Yes, internal milling, check. Awesome, yeah, so there's a little pocket right here, if you can see, and then a nice cutout. It's milled out on the inside of the scale, right there, on there, and there on both sides. Jimping, cool. So yeah, again, this is not your drop shut knife, but one huge thing that I forgot to mention is for all you, like Hinderer freaks and Microtech freaks, this is 100% American made. Now, of course, I live in America, so I think that's an awesome thing. Do I discriminate, like knives, or discriminate about my knives? Or the companies based on where they're from or where the knife is made? Definitely not. It doesn't matter to me where they're made. If it's a quality knife, I'm gonna, try and get one. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna use it. Whether it's the U.S. or China, if it's a damn good knife, I want it. But I think that is very cool that this is coming in under, I think this is just under $300 or $300. And it is not only made in America, but it is a solid price point for full titanium and 20 CV. Do you hear that noise? Wow, what a snap, what a detent. Boom. Really super nice and very controlled. It actually almost feels like it's on washers. The way this closes, very similar to the Quiet Carry Waypoint. Yeah, really nice. But as I was saying, you're not getting ripped off with a $425, like Hinderer nonsense. It's not, yeah, I know all the Hinderer people are gonna come for me, but it's not overpriced. This is a solid knife for a solid price. And not only are you not getting ripped off like you would be if you got a Hinderer, but this is machined and made in Texas, and every single part except for 2 parts in the whole knife are made in Texas by Tactile Knife Co. So I think the only 2 parts that are not made by them are the ball bearings and the stop pin. And so I guess if you can see in there. So I guess, I can kind of understand why they don't make the ball bearings. I'm not sure, I don't know who makes those, but seems like a tough thing to machine. The stop pin, I think they said that it was more economical, or for their tolerances, they prefer to purchase the stop pin. I'm not exactly sure what, but these tolerances look super tight. I might take this knife apart. I'm not like a crazy disassembler with all my knives, but it would be interesting to see the machining, because this is all machined in the same place by the same people. It would be really interesting to see what everything looks like taken apart. Seems like a fairly simple knife. Can I middle finger flick this? Oh no, so close. It's kind of awkward because it's such a small knife, and the thumb studs are really tucked in, which is actually very cool. For the thumb, this thumb stud is perfect. It has this little cutout. It's super comfortable, really snappy. But for a middle finger flick, it's a little bit tough. Can definitely be done. There you go. So, but it's just, I don't have the biggest hands, and it's just a little bit awkward to middle finger flick. Let's see if I can do it again. Yeah, I mean, I got caught up on my own finger that time. Let's see, one more. Whoa, almost sliced myself. Anyway, so I gotta practice with that if I want to middle finger flick it. Now I'm like determined to do it. Oh, stupid. All right. Anyway, I gotta do this one more time before there we go. Before I sign off. So overall, excellent first impressions. Really snappy. It feels much better than it did at Blade Show. This actually feels better than the prototype. The milling is outstanding. The machine work looks great. And actually, not everything is perfect on this knife. You can kind of feel the variations, and it definitely has a human touch, which I think is very cool, very refreshing. I will be curious to see how this cuts, how it carries in pocket, and definitely be getting back to you guys soon with a full review. Really cool knife. I think they outdid themselves with the Thumbstud. This is the way it should be. I have no use for a flipper version of the Rockwall. The Thumbstud is where it's at. Very sleek, very slim, excellent knife. I will be back soon with a full review. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Knife Standards. Catch you later.